Could we have scripted this any better? No. 15-1 Goose Creek. 15-1 Cane Bay. Week 1 of the Plum Pros Plus high school basketball game starts tonight as we crawl in to the Cobra Pit. Hey everybody, I'm Dean Stevens along with Scott Eisberg. I would say it's rare that we've seen 15-1 teams go at it to open up the schedule.
No question about it. Elite teams led by elite players. We're going to start with Goose Creek because Jaquel Brown is flat out elite. We saw it on TV last year. He averages 11 a game, but he does a whole lot more than score for the Gators. Jaquel Brown is their motor that makes them run. And as for the Cane Bay Cobras, boy, Jamel McKinley, we didn't see him much last year. We're going to see him plenty this year. 6'7" shooting guard, 15 points a game. He is a big-time college prospect.
He is a young player, a sophomore, but wise, mature, beyond his age. We cannot wait to get this thing tipped off, and we'll do that after the break.
I got into sports because my family watched the local news every night at dinner, and I kind of wanted to be the sports guy.
Clemson sticks to the plan. It's kind of their MO.
I lived in Charleston in the summers during college, fell in love with it, and it's been a 2-decade love affair with the Holy City. Sports are really just the vehicle for me to tell you amazing stories about people and neighbors and friends living right here in the Low Country.
Scott Eisberg and the News 4 team working for you. Weeknights on News 4.
Injury lawyers are everywhere, and it's hard to know who to trust. Trust us. We're local to South Carolina. The insurance company knows the Thumbs Up guys. They know our track record, and they know we fight to win. Call us. We're those Thumbs Up guys.
Need complete auto care you can count on? At Carolina Tires and Brakes, we've got you covered. From tires and brakes to alignments and oil changes. We're open 7 days a week with same-day service while you wait. No appointment needed. Choose from our full on-site tire inventory or our mobile tire service and we'll come to you. And when it comes to payment, ask about our 90 days same as cash payment program. Conveniently located on Highway 17 next to Bojangles in Mount Pleasant. For tires, brakes, oil changes, and more, visit Carolina Tires and Brakes today.
When you come home, do you love what you see? You will when you choose Hardy Siding from Contract Exteriors. Only Hardy products are engineered for climate. They're specifically designed to stand up to the heat, humidity, and hurricanes of South Carolina, helping ensure your home stays looking beautiful for years to come. Discover your perfect homecoming by visiting contractexteriors.com. When it's time to re-side, come home to something better.
Hi, I'm Bill Sharp. Get what you want at Preferred Appliance 2-hour delivery service. Come on in, pick out your appliance, and check out. But you better hurry home before those delivery guys beat you there. Just one more reason to buy from Preferred Appliance.
Welcome back, everybody, to the pit. Cane Bay and Goose Creek tonight as we take a look at our starting lineup. Grant, Hoist, Jaquel Brown, Dozier, Terrell Johnson for Goose Creek. As for the Cane Bay Cobras, McKinley, Lilly, Jalil Sanders, Waring, and Morrell. Keep an eye on the Gators. 3 players averaging in double figures tonight.
Yeah, Gators really have some experience as well. They're the team that made it all the way to the state championship game last year under Blake Hall, so they're going to certainly rely on that experience, and heck, they won this game on television last year.
I think what we can expect to see is a high-scoring game tonight, a lot of pressure defense. You see Cane Bay opening with a press, full court, as Hoist brings the ball up. Scoots it to Johnson. Johnson takes it to the hole. Inside, throws it up. That one knocked out of bounds. It's going to go to the home team. Goose Creek opens with a press as well, man press. Dozier pressuring the ball. That's Sanders, averaging 10, 4, and 5 a game. Kicks it off to the player to watch. Shot in and out, rebounded by Grant.
McKinley's really taken on a shooting role on this team. He's 6'7", does it all, and he's gotten himself much better as he played on the Nike circuit this summer.
We saw the smoothness of Jaquel Brown. Both teams battling to get that first bucket.
Kind of that rust, you want to just knock off the rust. You know you're on TV. You know it's a huge region game. Massive crowd here. Once you knock off that rust, it'll just kind of come to you naturally. But it's always a slow start in these TV games. Great no-look pass there from Jaquel Brown.
That's Jaden Warren for the three. He's averaging 6 a game. And you saw there the ability of Brown to create.
That was Reggie Dozier with the three.
Reggie Dozier, another steal, back-to-back turnovers. This one leads to the big dunk inside by Terrell Johnson. And a 5-0 lead by the Gators.
Terrell Johnson's been here, done that. 3-year varsity guy. Started in the state championship game last year.
And that's McKinney for three. 13, 6, and 2, his average. So let's just say 2 minutes into the game,
yeah,
the rust is knocked off.
The rust is knocked off, no doubt about it. And, man, if McKinley continues to shoot with that pretty of a stroke at that height, at that position, college coaches are just going to be rolling in here to Cane Bay High School to look at him.
First foul of the game.
As we take another look at the dunk, thumbs up, guys. Instant replay, and there is the one-hand slam from Terrell Johnson Jr.
The thumbs up, guys, your personal injury law firm, winning cases, winning your trust, bending the rim while they're at it.
Got the exact type of start we wanted. Kind of an off-balance, ill-advised shot for Jaquel Brown right there.
Wow, the length of Johnson altered that shot. And here they come back down the court. 5-3 game. That one tipped away. Cane Bay on the run. That's Sanders. This one tipped out of bounds by Goose Creek. I think this is the flavor of the night. I mean, these two teams have dominated early in the year.
Yeah.
Average margin of victory for Goose Creek is 30. For Cane Bay, it's 26.
Yeah, both of these teams kind of accustomed to winning, but you know, the competition level ratchets up when you're in region. This is a region that you could have several top 10 teams in the state. You could be looking at a state title contender from this region. So it gets real quick.
Three ball. Going to fall short. Offensive rebound inside. Great putback by Dozier.
One thing that both teams did early in the season is play big tournaments, where you had 3 games in 4 days against really good competition, and both of them were tested in those tournaments. Goose Creek actually dropping the last game they played, but that was 9 days ago. It was a long time, so they had plenty of time to kind of make up for the things that they did wrong against Malvern Prep from down in Philadelphia.
Nice try by Jaden Waring. But that possession really set up by Jalil Sanders. The first part of that possession, a little bit out of control. Sanders pulled it back out, set the offense, ends up in a bucket, 7-5 game.
Sean McKean says Jalil Sanders is just a pure point guard. Jackson Lilly, though, with the big block right there for the Cane Bay Cobras.
Kicks it outside. Morrell's shot won't go. Rebound, Goose Creek stepped out of bounds. Going to be Cane Bay ball under their basket. We're going to take our first break as we take a look at our thumbs up, guys, replay. It's a 7-5 game, 4 minutes left. Thanks for joining us watching Plum Pro Plus Game of the Week.
Big Insurance knows the thumbs up, guys. They know when we take your case, we fight to win. Big. You need to hire the law firm insurance companies hate. Call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
Honey, we have a problem. Call Plum Pro Plus.
Plumbing issue? Got a new toilet? No need. Already fixed it.
Plum Pro Plus is Charleston's #1 plumbing, heating, and air company for a reason. Call the pros today and get $85 off any plumbing repair. Don't settle. Call the pros to get your free second opinion today. Call the pros you can trust. Call Plum Pro Plus today.
Some surfaces are silent. Yours will speak. From the first sip of morning coffee to the last bite of a family dinner, your countertop becomes the stage for everyday living. At Real Deal Countertops, we fuse premium materials with true craftsmanship to create surfaces that elevate your home and the moment inside it. After transforming over 30,000 Charleston homes, we've learned this: beautiful countertops don't just complete a room, they reshape the way you feel in it. Real Deal Countertops. We're the real deal.
Have you ever had an appliance repair company come out and you knew more than they did? Here at Preferred Appliance, our technicians are factory trained with the tools and know-how to get the job done right the first time. Just one more reason to buy from Preferred Appliance.
Welcome back to the pit. Cane Bay, Cobras, Gators. Keys to this game, Scotty, are what?
Yeah, if you're the Goose Creek Gators, knock off the rust. You've been off for a week and a half. Cane Bay has not. Mental growth. The team was just not themselves in that Malvern prep game. Blake Hall saying they needed to find leaders who would stand up and have people listen to them and just get back to the Gators of old. Most of these guys were on that state championship title run team last year. They know how to do it. For Cane Bay, limit the turnovers. When they turn the ball over, they don't play well, and that's pretty standard for any team. Get under their skin and use your height. You've got a big man. Goose Creek plays 4 guards.
Our keys to the game, pressure points, brought to you by Plum Pro Plus, serving the low country's HVAC and plumbing needs for 20-plus years. Cane Bay kicking the ball inside.
It's cool to see. I mean, the atmosphere in Cane Bay is phenomenal tonight. Great crowd, very good team. There were a lot of years where they were the doormat of this region. Not anymore for the Cane Bay Cobras. Sean McKean's done a heck of a job.
Saw right there the versatility of Jaquel Brown. Great defensive rebound. And then he's going to come down and lead the offense. Johnson kicks it out. Hoist inside, a little right. Touch doesn't go. Off the rim. Out of bounds. Going to keep it. Goose Creek ball.
Hoist was the guy that was challenged by Blake Hall after that last loss. He said he's got all the ability in the world. He scored 20 points in that game, but he's got to get in there mentally, especially with his practice. And it looks like Hoist is going to try to listen to Blake Hall and take that advice.
Safe to say that's not going to be the first scrum we see on the hardwood tonight. Cane Bay's got a timeout. Take a look at our thumbs up guys replay. Bounce pass, good idea. Great hustle there by Amari Merrill, though.
Yeah, schools only separated by about 10 miles, know each other well, within the same county, within the same region. Even one player has played for both teams. Jarvis Roper moving his way from Cane Bay to Goose Creek. So needless to say, there is plenty of familiarity in this game. And as we talked about Jarvis Roper, there he is checking in for the Goose Creek Gators. He was the leading scorer for Cane Bay last year.
You talked about the resurgence or the surge of the Cobras. They went 12 straight years without a winning record. The last 4 under Sean McKean, 20-7, 20-9, 19-7. 21-7 this year, 15-1.
Yeah, he brings the stability.
Yates Goose Creek stays with the man-to-man. Nice shot inside.
And that is Jarvis
Roper. They come down 3-on-2. They've got the numbers. Late pass inside. It's going to be a push on Cane Bay. When you come down to 3-on-2, you make that first pass. That first guy to receive it needs to go to the basket. Gives the defense too much time to collapse.
Yep. Yeah, you really need to. I mean, especially in this type of atmosphere, just get up with the ball, and the bodies are flying, so you're oftentimes going to get fouled anyway.
Andre Hagler in for Cane Bay right now, along with number 25, Terry Truesdale.
Jaden Waring with 2 fouls. So sat him down right there. Waring had 9 in this game last year on TV, so he's accustomed to what it brings.
Roper in, kicks it out to Brown. He'll see plenty of minutes tonight, along with Hoist. That's Dees, Jabari Dees kicks it out, throws it away. Was it tipped? It was not tipped. That's one of the things we'll also see with both of these teams. They can run 10 players.
Right.
And you'll see it because of the way they play the game, the press, the up and down, the style, the speed.
Sean McKean said number one thing that his team needed to do over the offseason was build their depth. Now, you don't exactly have the transfer portal to do that, but you have to build up the guys down your bench so you can go and throw them in there and feel confident in doing that.
Here's
Sean
the
McKean does.
Brown inside, turned away by McKinney. You know, both teams have such great length. It's really created a problem. Love that one. That was number 24 by Christian Davis. You stop on 2 feet, it's like slamming on the brakes and they'll fly right by.
That's exactly what they did. Christian Davis, the hardest working player on the Cane Bay Cobras. If they play well, it's usually because he's playing well, and the guys have such respect for him.
Pressure right there by Truesdale forces the turnover. Seven game, under 2 minutes here in the first quarter.
It's fun right now watching McKinley and Roper jawing with each other and laughing about it. Former teammates from last year. Now one's guarding the other. McKinley with an open lane there. But a great block from behind from Roper.
You what, you watch Jaquel Brown, the vertical that he gets on that jump.
We're going to take another look at it right now. Brown and Roper both were up there behind him.
Watch
Roper came up cheering. Ooh, it was either Roper or Brown. One of the two of them had a nice block on the play right there. Roper celebrated like it was his. Man, Roper flew on that one.
Really nice job by Drew Hoist to keep that ball alive, allowing Roper to come up with it. But a foul called.
As we take another thumbs-up guy look at that block from behind. Nice angle we have right here. Yeah, the two of them, he had no chance, but looks like it's Roper.
Both got it.
Yep. Jaquel Brown likes to settle things down, run as a standard natural point guard.
Traveling call on Hoist. Now again, these are two teams that create turnovers. And in a game like this, you're going to see plenty of them. Such quick hands. Cane Bay moving around, still man-to-man by Goose Creek. Nice job inside, great cut by Christian Davis. After 7 a game, he's got 4 right now in the first quarter.
Yeah, he doesn't mind going down into the land of bigs. He's undersized typically at 6'4", but in this game, he's really not undersized. Goose Creek doesn't have a lot of size. They're a guard-laden team, really play 4 guards and 1 kind of forward. So Davis, and Sean McKean says Davis will mix it up with anybody. He doesn't care who he's going down low under.
Foul called on Truesdale at half court. That's the 4th team foul on Cane Bay. As for Goose Creek, no team fouls. And I'll tell you what, you won't find 2 more respected coaches in the Low Country than these 2 guys on the sideline. They've built these programs with one thing in mind: discipline, hard work, and then they let them go play and have fun. Nice drive inside, left hand won't go.
You know, Blake Hall, 14 years leading the Goose Creek Gators, and it's just each and every year he's so meticulous in what he does. He's so well respected by the referees, his fellow coaches. There's another look right there.
Yeah, Hoist just getting it with his body. I mean, Scotty, 14th year, 1 losing season.
It's incredible. And
One losing season. He's 248 and 98.
And think about it, when he came in from North Charleston. He took over a North Charleston program that was in shambles, led him immediately to a state title game.
Your free throws brought to you by Call Dad. All you got to do is call Dad, dad.com.
Yeah, Blake Hall is he is a local product, really, from right down the road from here in Monk's Corner. And the job he's done, starting with coaching under Ed Conroy at the Citadel and then really making his impact in the college game, has been impressive.
1 for 2 from the line, 10-7 game by Cane Bay. That was the first team foul on Goose Creek. Ball kicked out to, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Great hands by 13. Terrell Johnson to kick that and put the ball on the floor.
If Jaquel Brown had thrown that down, holy smokes.
I think Jaquel Brown, when he made his first step to the basket, this is what he had in mind. He could have laid it up, but right here he said, nope.
Look at that. I mean, he had the height on it. It was just kind of took off a little early, but man, that was
a little early.
A lot early.
Yeah. That one turned over off, dribbles it off his own leg. That's Andre Hagler at Cane Bay. Again, the mainstays on the floor. No coincidence. Our two players, Jamel McKinney for Cane Bay, Jaquel Brown.
Only one bucket between us. The supporting cast has done their jobs in this first quarter, but still a lot of missed shots here. I think those shots will start to go down, but just the level of intensity is pretty impressive. There's Sean McKean, head coach of the Cane Bay Cobras. Found out today he's 56 years old. Looks great for 56. A 24-year Army veteran.
First shot up and good by Hoist. Well, you know, as in reference to scoring points early on, Scotty, heroes were never made in the first quarter.
That's true.
Let me know in the final 8 when one of these young men will probably take over. By the way, it's camo night tonight in the pit. I can't even see these people walking around. 2 for 2 from line for Hoist, making it a 10-9 game. And you know what's awesome, man? You look around this gym and there are very few seats open.
Yeah, it's the community comes when you are putting a good product out there. They know when you're working.
Another turnover, 3 seconds left. That was a lot of scramble at the half-court line. Bottom line, it is a 10-9 Cobra lead. As we go to break, we come back with second quarter action. You're watching the Plum Pro Plus High School Game of the Week.
Injury lawyers are everywhere, and it's hard to know who to trust. Trust us. We're local to South Carolina. The insurance company knows the thumbs up guys. They know our track record, and they know we fight to win. Call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
I'm Matt from Call Dad. Wonder what it would sound like if our heating and cooling services were sung in a jingle.
When air inside your home is iffy, Dad will be there in a jiffy. Dad will leave you feeling spiffy. Call Dad. All you gotta do is call Dad.com.
I like that.
All you gotta do is call Dad.com.
Need complete auto care you can count on? At Carolina Tires and Brakes, we've got you covered. From tires and brakes to alignments and oil changes. We're open 7 days a week with same-day service while you wait. No appointment needed. Choose from our full on-site tire inventory or our mobile tire service and we'll come to you. And when it comes to payment, ask about our 90-day same-as-cash payment program. Conveniently located on Highway 17 next to Bojangles in Mount Pleasant. For tires, brakes, oil changes, and more, visit Carolina Tires and Brakes today.
At Preferred Appliance, every service tech is factory certified on all major brands, so you're never taking chances with your repairs. Trust the experts who were trained by the factory itself. Preferred Appliance, certified, reliable, preferred.
10-9 game. Our first quarter stats brought to you by Real Deal Countertops. We are the real deal. So we take a look at some of these stats.
Some of the stats from the first quarter here. Christian Davis with 4 points for the Cane Bay Cobras, 2 for Jaden Waring, 1 for Jaleel Sanders, 3 for Jamel McKinney. Over on the Goose Creek side, 5 for Reggie Dozier, 2 for Terrell Johnson, and 2 for Dre Hoist. As we look at the first quarter stats here at Cane Bay High School, what an outstanding atmosphere we've got. There's the swamp. What are they saying? No, that's not the swamp. That's the opposite of the swamp because Gators swim in a swamp.
Yeah.
Cobras swim in a pit, right? I guess that's why we're calling it the pit. Or did you just name it the pit? That's the big question.
No, I did my research, Scott. I may have been out of the TV business for a while, but I haven't forgotten to research.
Yeah, the massive cobra on the wall behind us here.
I asked Cane Bay officials, what's the name of the gym? They said the pit. Pressure. They're going to go over and back. And you put that right there on Jalil Sanders.
Yeah, Jalil Sanders really does bring a lot of the defense as well. He's just a pesky guy, really well built, fast.
Now we see why also that they go 10 deep on their bench, because there is no let up. Nobody's taking a break. Nobody's taking a breather. Rebound inside. Going to be over the back call on McKinney of Cane Bay.
Yeah, McKinley is certainly over the back there. That's going to be you don't want to get him in foul trouble, but like Sean McKean said, I don't care if I have number 1 through number 10 in the game. Any one of them could be a starter for me. He really believes that every guy that is dressed for his team could start for the Cane Bay Cobras.
You know, it would be fun to see how these two gentlemen run their practices. Kick out by Brown, corner shot, in and out, doesn't go. McKinley with a rebound. But you got a feeling their practices like the Indy 500. From the outside, a little short. Hadn't found his touch yet. Brown's going to bring it up.
That shot just kind of looked a little flat.
Johnson up top, kicks it out to Dozier. There's Brown going to kick it back out. Top in the middle, won't go. Here comes Cane Bay, pressure from the backside. That's going to be straight in and out. Doesn't go by number 11. That's Andre Hagler. It feels like which team's going to be able to control their heart rate, right? Play with poise, find that shooter's touch. That one in and out, doesn't go. That was Hoist. We stay at 10-9. Here comes the big sophomore. Nice bounce pass inside. What do you think, Cane Bay ball?
The shooting touch has not reached the level of play yet. It seems like we're getting there, just not hitting the shot, but the level of play is super high. And both teams obviously very talented. The shots will start to fall. If you listen to college coaches, they're looking at Chris Mack downtown at College of Charleston. You know, the first couple of games of the year, shots just simply weren't falling, and he didn't freak out about that. Coaches worry about other things. The shots will eventually fall.
Shot inside won't go. Merrill back on the court. Tristan Ford for Cane Bay as well. Ford 0. Merrill 21. Brown inside, backs him down, little right hand off the glass. That one goes. Makes it 11-10. Goose Creek back with the lead.
Jaquel Brown finally back on the board. 11 points a game. But last year he was outstanding in this game on TV. 21 points for him in that ball game.
Boy, great defense inside. Quick hands by number 12, Reggie Dozier. He goes inside. Going to be a blocking foul on 10, I believe, Jalil Sanders.
They're saying that foul is on the ground. Take another look at it right now.
Yeah, there's the quick hands. That creates the foul on the other end. Replay brought to you by the Plum Pro Plus, serving the Low Country's HVAC and plumbing needs for 20 plus years. You know, I think the other thing that kind of throws us off, Scotty, these back inside, back-to-back buckets by Brown. Goose Creek averages 72 a game, Cane Bay 68.
Yeah.
But I think it's about maybe the level of play. 3-ball, McKinley short off the front rim. Oh, big collision inside. That's 21 by Cane Bay Merrill. And number 24 by
The exact words from Sean McKean doing prep for this game was, Amari Merrill empties the tank every single night. You can see with the effort on that play, tank emptied by Amari Merrill.
Yeah, how about that? That's Camelo Cabarrogas, number 24 for Goose Creek. Back inside, little shot won't go. Rebound by Lilly.
Lily's the only true big in this game. And a little jawing from there with Lilly and his old teammate Roper. Yeah, I don't know if it's as nicely spirited as the talk was before.
Well, Roper didn't flinch. Must have heard it before. Goose Creek going to pick up man full court. They showed a little bit of a zone press earlier in the first quarter. Cross-court pass to Sanders. Tough to find a shooting lane. That's a nice shot. Oh, this kid can get up. Jaquel Brown.
Man, would I have loved to have seen him throw down that dunk before. How pretty would that have been?
We've still got 20 minutes of basketball left. Gets a little too tricky there. Great hustle, though, by Roper. Looked like he wanted to kick it back out to Hoist and just kind of lost control of the ball.
I think if Kane Bay can get Jackson Lilly going down low, they could really make an impact down there. Lilly is a big kid. He's powerful. He has good touch around the hoop.
Goose Creek making substitutions. Grant, Johnson, Dees back in the game. Sanders leading the Kane Bay offense. Picks up high. Then go back into Lilly. He loses control.
Got to keep the ball high. Keep it above your head.
Even the 5'8" kid from New York knows that.
I do know that. Keep it high.
3:57 left in the second. Low-scoring game. Just 6 points so far, all scored by Goose Creek. 13-10 Gators as you're watching Plum Pros Plus High School Game of the Week.
Hey, look who came in the mail for the weather team.
Yes! Storm Tracker 4's forecasts aren't just accurate, they are most accurate.
Our weather team has been certified most accurate in the Low Country for 5 years in a row by Weather Rate.
When it comes to weather, it shouldn't be a game of chance. Trust News 4's Storm Tracker 4 weather team. Certified most accurate 5 years in a row.
Big Insurance knows the thumbs up guys. They know when we take your case, we fight to win. Big. You need to hire the law firm insurance companies hate. Call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
There's no hot water. Call Plum Pro Plus. Your wife just called.
You have a leak under your sink.
Hot water coming now.
Plum Pro Plus is Charleston's #1 plumbing, heating, and air company for a reason. Have you ever wanted endless hot water? Call Plum Pro Plus today to save $250 on our tankless water heaters. Call the pros you can trust. Call Plum Pro Plus today.
At Preferred Appliance, every service tech is factory certified on all major brands, so you're never taking chances with your repairs. Trust the experts who are trained by the factory itself. Preferred Appliance, certified, reliable, preferred.
Welcome back to the pit. Goose Creek up 13-10 here against Kane Bay. Your quarterly stats brought to you by Real Deal Countertops. We are the real deal, and the deal with this quarter has been Jaquel Brown. 4 points, back-to-back buckets, gave Goose Creek the lead 13-10.
Yep.
The other stats here, 2 turnovers in the first 4 minutes of play, 1 by each team. They've tightened that up a little bit.
Jaquel Brown, the stats of the game in the second quarter because he has the only points in the second quarter.
Exactly.
The thing with Jaquel Brown, though, is he can get on a run and really put Goose Creek on his back. He's just such a poised player. He really is the prototypical guy who is getting hurt by the transfer portal in college, when he is a good enough player that teams could take him, as he does a nice little spin,
great move,
and really mold him. But now they don't want to mold a player anymore from their freshman year. They want to take a senior transfer, and he's the one that gets hurt in that sort of thing. He'll probably have to go to a Division II and then potentially transfer up to a D1, although play call is really holding out hope. Charleston Southern, Citadel, Furman, one of those schools will give him a look. And I mean, look, we've seen the Citadel play a lot. There's no way that Jaquel Brown can't be an 8th man on the Citadel. There's no way.
Reggie Dozier picks up the foul. There's Brown right there poking it away. 2-on-3. Numbers aren't there. That ball out on Cane Bay and will be called that way. But, you know, Scotty, I think, and listen, this is a conversation for a blowout.
Okay.
Right? We're not quite there yet.
No,
but
we're
I'll
not
say
there at
this,
all.
is that if I've got the option of taking a 23-year-old kid who's developed physically and mentally over an 18-year-old kid, but I'm good with an 18-year-old kid going to a junior college, growing, getting stronger, and then showing up in a year or two. That ball high off the rim won't go. Brown inside. So, I mean, you think he could play at the Citadel. You think he could play at Charleston Southern. I'm telling you he can't. He would probably sit as an 8th or 9th guy. Why not go somewhere and play? Inside. Great move inside by McKinley.
I agree with you on that.
Making a 13-12 game.
I agree with you on that, Dean. I just also think part of it is the college experience. Like, you're losing all camaraderie on a team when you reload it every single year.
Well, that's
something to be said about following a college team as they progress. I know that's the way of old.
I agree with you 100%. But that's when it comes down to how good your coach. Your coach be able to bring those players together and create that team chemistry quick. That's certainly worth a Plum Pros Plus replay.
I look at it the other way of like the Charleston Southern way of Son Nimley, who worked his way, and by his 4th year, he was an unbelievable player, coming with no offers out of high school. He developed that and became a leader and a great player.
I agree with you, but it doesn't work that way.
I know.
That's going to be called on the ground, by the way, will not be 2+1. But it just doesn't work that way. I mean, whether we like it or not.
Oh, I know. I agree.
Plum Pros Plus replay again. You got the body by Hoist. Cane Bay kicks it outside. Look, nice step inside, left-handed.
Really nice play
by Merrill. Home team back up 14-13. And another turnover.
Hey, to have that presence of mind to score, not celebrate your score, but just to turn right back around and play good press defense.
Yep.
Nice play by Merrill right there for sure.
.208, we've got a quick break. And we will keep it right here. But, you know, I go back to this. I mean, if you take a look at when Jack was at Charleston Southern in 2015, his recruiting class to play baseball, there were 13 freshmen and 1 transfer. That doesn't happen anymore.
No,
right?
not at all.
It impacts most every sport.
It absolutely
does.
does.
Kid that comes out, and it's almost and I had a conversation the last couple of days. You know, the parents always like to say, "Oh, my kid's being looked at by Division I schools," right?
Right.
Which I always thought those were like the 2 of the dirtiest words. D1, what does it mean? Right? Maybe prestige has a little bit of gravitas, but at the end of the day, let me go to a Division II school or Division III school and get better and get stronger and start to develop.
What we're forgetting in all of this, and I'm just playing devil's advocate to play devil's advocate, but we're forgetting in all of this
is that Merrill hits back-to-back shots. Is that what you were about to say?
I was going to predict that would happen, but no, what I was going to say was that we're forgetting completely about the academics part of this, that a junior college might not have the, you know, academic facilities that a large D1 would have.
Nice job by Grant driving the lane. Stops that little run. Well, I'll just tell you quickly. I mean, if you're a kid that goes to 4 different colleges to play sports,
you're probably not worried about the major. Oh, we just missed a follow slam.
Uses his body, right-handed layup, 18-15. Yeah, I don't know what that transcript looks like, Scotty, but I'm thinking the academics portion not really playing a role. Brown goes down, takes it inside, kicks it back out. Thinks about it. Johnson says, yeah, I'll take it, and I'll tie the game at 18.
Yeah, the big moving his way out to the three-point line.
Now Goose Creek goes half-press zone, half-court press. Almost stepped out of bounds. There's another turnover by Cane Bay. And Goose Creek returns the favor. Back inside.
Jaden Waring.
And now we got a little flurry.
Yeah, this is the offense we were kind of expecting, but this is fun basketball to watch. Real up and down.
40 seconds left. Nice back cut by Dozier. Better play by Sanders to pick it off. 3 ball from the corner, in and out, doesn't go. 22 seconds left. We'll see if Brown holds for the last shot. Kicks it over to Hoist. Yep. Coach Hall wants the last shot. Waring on Hoist. Tough foul called.
That's 3 fouls right now on Jaden Waring.
I would think you got to take him out, don't you? The last 7 seconds.
7 seconds left. They are going to take him out.
Tristan Ford's going to come in. Of 7 seconds, 7.3. Brown's going to throw it in. The steal to the bucket, to the new guy just coming in the game. Tristan Ford at the buzzer. We got a little controversy here.
A technical. He called a technical foul on that.
On somebody on Goose Creek.
I think it might have been a technical on Ford, who scored and then jawed about it. It looked like a technical foul was called.
Let's take a look. I saw him call a technical. The refs are calling Cane Bay
They're
back
bringing
on
him
the
back out there. I
There's
think
Ford inside, right inside. Yeah, and he gets in his face and talks to him. So Ford talking to Hoist. That's going to be where the technical is called.
Yep.
So we got to go back to, was that bucket counted?
Oh, you're saying before the buzzer? And remember, there is no instant replay. They can't watch our replay.
But we can, the Plum Pro Plus. They're calling it from the truck. So we're saying the technical. Yep.
They put the technical up on the board. It's number 0, which is Tristan Ford technical. This is going to be 2 shots for Brown right now. Nobody on the line, and it'll be the end of the half. I think the technical was called after the buzzer, obviously. Hey, that's a huge technical foul right there. You take a nice little lead. You know, this comes down to a 2-point game.
The free throw is brought to you by Call Dad. All you got to do is calldad.com. Brown's first free throw off the back rim. I'm going to tell you what. Sean McKean. Second free throw off the rim as well. Sean McKean going to have a little conversation with Tristan Ford in the locker room. The guy that talks about
military
discipline.
toughness, yeah.
Right? Make your bucket, go play some defense.
Yep.
What a half of basketball. 22-18. You're watching the Plum Pro Plus High School Game of the Week. We're back with our halftime show coming up there.
Hi, Mom.
I've got an invisible junk pile.
How do you know?
When my friends saw it, I could see it.
Other people can always see them.
Can you make it disappear?
All you have to do is point, Mom.
It's gone.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Some surfaces are silent. Yours will speak. From the first sip of morning coffee to the last bite of a family dinner, your countertop becomes the stage for everyday living. At Real Deal Countertops, we fuse premium materials with true craftsmanship to create surfaces that elevate your home and the moment inside it. After transforming over 30,000 Charleston homes, we've learned this: beautiful countertops don't just complete a room, they reshape the way you feel in it. Real Deal Countertops. We're the real deal.
At Contract Exteriors, we transform homes. Imagine the possibilities. Make your home new again with our expert craftsmanship and top quality materials. From stunning decks perfect for family gatherings to sleek, energy-efficient windows that brighten your space, Contract Exteriors brings your vision to life. And with our wide selection of siding options, we ensure your home's exterior reflects your style. And here's the best part: no payments for 12 months. Contact us today to start your journey to a refreshed home. Contract Exteriors, your trusted partner for home transformations.
Hi, Mom.
I've got an invisible junk pile.
How do you know?
When my friends saw it, I could see it.
Other people can always see them.
Can you make it disappear?
All you have to do is point, Mom.
It's gone.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Welcome to the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report.
Welcome back, everybody, to the home of the Fighting Cobras, Cane Bay. Each week, the Thumbs Up guys are proud to highlight a scholar athlete from each participating school. The students selected will have an opportunity to win a $2,500 scholarship at the end of the season. Tonight's scholar athletes, well, we talked about it quite a bit tonight. Jaquel Brown, two-time All-Region, 2025 All-State, two-time Lower State champ, 2025 Region Player of the Year, Low Country Player of the Year, and top 5 senior in 5A. Also takes part in youth basketball clinics, church youth programs, senior center, recreation helper, also special needs sports helper as well. All around, good dude. As for Cane Bay, Matthew Cale. He's a 4-year letterman in both track and cross country. He's been working for 2 years, participating in community cleanups around Cane Bay. Also involved in National Honor Society, Beta Club, Mu Alpha Theta activities. Volunteers 2 weeks during the summer at a summer camp serving campers in Pennsylvania.
I'd say pretty impressive right there. 5.227. I don't know how they weighed him, but mine wasn't weighted like that.
No, we were. There was no weight to what we did. We take a listen to the Thumbs Up guys.
We are talking scholar athletes right now with the presenting sponsor of it, Jeff Ward of the Thumbs Up guys, and they say the proof is in the pudding. Well, I guess the pudding is in the studio right now.
Absolutely. It's finally great to put faces with names. We knew people on paper. We've watched their videos. Now getting to see them in person, getting to meet them. The personalities are just as good as everything we've seen on paper and video and on the fields as well.
Yeah, we've seen South Carolina, Clemson, Endicott College, New Jersey Tech, all of the different schools that they'll be going to. That's got to be exciting just to kind of see where those futures are taking them.
Absolutely. I mean, they're all over the country. It's not just, local to, South Carolina, but they're going to just about, who knows how many states to further their education, and we love to see it. So.
When you talk about this day each year, I guess it's something that we always smile because it's like that defining moment. How important is it for you guys to know that there is going to be a defining moment at the end?
It's why we do it. It's so great. Every semester comes, another semester is ended, and we get to pick another athlete and a very deserving one at that, and it's just what makes this all worthwhile.
That's Jeff Ward from the Thumbs Up guys. I'm Scott Eisberg, and these are all of the scholar athletes right here on this set.
We'll be back with more from the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report.
Injury lawyers are everywhere, and it's hard to know who to trust. Trust us. We're local to South Carolina. The insurance company knows the Thumbs Up guys. They know our track record, and they know we fight to win. Call us. We're those Thumbs Up guys.
I'm Matt from Call Dad. Wonder what it would sound like if our heating and cooling services were sung in a jingle.
When air inside your home is iffy, Dad will be there in a jiffy. Dad will leave you feeling spiffy. Call Dad. All you gotta do is call Dad.com.
I like that.
All you gotta do is call dad.com.
Hi, I'm Bill Sharp. Get what you want at Preferred Appliance 2-hour delivery service. Come on in, pick out your appliance, and check out. But you better hurry home before those delivery guys beat you there. Just one more reason to buy from Preferred Appliance.
Welcome to the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report.
Welcome back to the pit, joined now by the principal of the Cane Bay Cobras, Chris Buchholz. And Chris, we've got an interesting situation first for you, former Goose Creek athletics director, current Cane Bay principal. Where do the allegiances lie?
You know where they lie right now. It's
with the Berkeley County offices in Moncks Corner. Yeah.
It's all Cobras right now. It's all Cobras right now.
When you see what Sean McKean has done with this program, I mean, this is you've seen Cane Bay over the years, and you've seen Cane Bay now. How impressive is it to you what Sean's done?
This is great. I was here for 5 years before, and we a lot of growth. Not only in the area. I mean, we have 2,500 kids now, but the programs as a whole. This is fantastic. These kids, they'll do anything for Coach, and it really shows out here.
When you look at Cane Bay High, massively growing area, 2,500 students, like you just said. What are students offered here that they might not be able to get elsewhere?
Oh, it's phenomenal. You very rarely find a school that's so balanced with athletics, academics, and the arts. And we offer a lot of things that other schools just don't have. Our CTE programs we have here are phenomenal. The list could go on and on. So it's a very easy thing to brag about.
Berkeley County schools, you've made your way all over the place. Each of them kind of offers something different. For you, what's the biggest challenge of taking over a school that's just this massive?
Oh my gosh, well, just managing the growth. When I got here the first time, we had 1,000 kids, and like I said, now we have 2,500. So creative use of space.
Yeah.
I mean, we want everybody to come here. We'll take everybody we can get. And the size allows us to offer a lot that we do, so it's great. But it's going to be a challenge moving
forward.
Final thing
for you. One thing you can brag on of all the infrastructure you brought in, you were talking about the scoreboard earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else you want to brag on here?
I mean, the video board is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That's really nice. I mean, but we're blessed here. This is one of the nicest buildings I've ever worked at.
Yeah.
The entrance is grand. The hallways are phenomenal. Great classrooms. And we keep adding a few little touches here and there.
Always do. Chris Buchholz, he is the principal of Cane Bay High School. We appreciate him joining us, and we're getting ready for some more basketball right after this.
We'll be back with more from the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report.
Thanks, man.
Hi, Mom.
I've got an invisible junk pile.
How do you know?
When my friends saw it, I could see it.
Other people can always see them.
Can you make it disappear?
All you have to do is point, Mom.
It's gone.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Need complete auto care you can count on? At Carolina Tires and Brakes, we've got you covered. From tires and brakes to alignments and oil changes. We're open 7 days a week with same-day service while you wait. No appointment needed. Choose from our full on-site tire inventory or our mobile tire service, and we'll come to you. And when it comes to payment, ask about our 90 days same as cash payment program. Conveniently located on Highway 17 next to Bojangles in Mount Pleasant. For tires, brakes, oil changes, and more, visit Carolina Tires and Brakes today.
When you come home, do you like what you see? You will when you choose TimberTech decking from Contract Exteriors. Inspired by nature, born from advanced technology, TimberTech is a low-maintenance, high-performance decking material designed to resist stains, scratches, and fading, giving you more time to enjoy what matters. TimberTech, built for life, designed for memories. Come home to something better. Contract Exteriors, your local expert in decking solutions.
Hi, Mom.
I've got an invisible junk pile.
How do you know?
When my friends saw it, I could see it.
Other people can always see them.
Can you make it disappear?
All you have to do is point, Mom.
It's gone.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Welcome back, everybody, to the home of the Fighting Cobras, 22-18. We've got the final 16 minutes of this game coming up at 90 seconds.
Big Insurance knows the thumbs up guys. They know when we take your case, we fight to win. Big. You need to hire the law firm insurance companies hate. Call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
Some surfaces are silent. Yours will speak. From the first sip of morning coffee to the last bite of a family dinner, your countertop becomes the stage for everyday living. At Real Deal Countertops, we fuse premium materials with true craftsmanship to create surfaces that elevate your home and the moment inside it. After transforming over 30,000 Charleston homes, we've learned this: beautiful countertops don't just complete a room, they reshape the way you feel in it. Real Deal Countertops. We're the real deal.
Mom's turn to take the lead. Come on, Lucky 7. All right. Says it looks like somebody needs to keep their eye on the ball.
Whoa! When game day gets a little too real, Charleston ENT and Allergy is here to help you get back on track. Call us today, see us today.
Have you ever had an appliance repair company come out and you knew more than they did? Here at Preferred Appliance, our technicians are factory trained with the tools and know-how to get the job done right the first time. Just one more reason to buy from Preferred Appliance.
The Scholar Athlete plaques at the end of the season are provided by All-American Awards, helping Charleston recognize excellence since 1993. Two of the big stats I found out while you were taking care of the halftime report, Scotty.
Okay.
Turnovers. Cane Bay with 10 turnovers in the first half.
Okay.
Goose Creek with 11.
Wow. Yeah, some sloppy play there, some missed shots there, but all in all, really good high level of basketball. There's no doubt about that. Anybody's ball game here in the second half.
It's easy to play sloppy basketball when you have teams as aggressive as these two are on defense, as long as they are, and as quick as they are with those hands.
Yeah.
Play call out on the court, kind of showing him where to I love watching this guy coach, man.
Yeah, you know, you've always said it. You love his just mild-manneredness, that he will talk to you, not yell at you. I saw Blake Hall, when I did the pregame interview for this, as upset as I've ever seen Blake Hall after a game. Yeah. And he was still completely even keel with his team. They never saw how upset he was. I mean, they understood, but he didn't make a show of it by any stretch.
Goose Creek possession. Nice job inside by Brown. Pulls up, looks away.
What a pass.
Good dish inside to Reggie Dozier. Makes it 22-20.
If you see that one, he was not looking anywhere near Dozier. That was a great pass by Jaquel Brown.
Lift off the defender. Turnover by Cane Bay. Opportunity to tie or take the lead. Brown wanted it. McKinley late getting there. Outside shot not going to go. Rebound pulled down by Christian Davis, getting the start here in the second half with Lilly and Merrill. Also Sanders and McKinley. Waring with those 3 fouls. They're going to count the bucket. That was Lilly taking it inside.
Yeah, you just keep playing. You know, they foul you, keep playing, going up for the shot right there. And McKean kept saying this week, you know, Lilly is just a pure big. He's, you know, obviously at the next level he's probably not a big, but at this level he has every size and touch to be a really good number 5 in this area, in this, you know, in high school basketball.
You saw,
he's certainly got 20, 25 pounds on the guy who's guarding him.
Yep.
Airmailed that pass, just went straight to voicemail on that pass.
First turnover of the quarter. Cane Bay looking to force the issue. Good defense inside. Bounce pass. Unable to handle by Davis.
Goose Creek is just better when the ball is in Jaquel Brown's hands. They know, let's get it to our point guard. He's just so steady with the ball. Really nice take
Brown
right
inside.
there. Nice left-handed lay-in. Now he's starting to really feel it.
Takes it against McKinley. McKinley passes it back out. They'll reset, go back inside. You said earlier, Scotty, start feeding the big man. They look to do it there.
I mean, it's the one distinct advantage I think you have over Goose Creek. Although McKinley, at 6'7" as a guard is an advantage over many.
Now, you talk about a great look. That was one right there by McKinley, dropping it up for the big man.
Lilly, 5 points this quarter, 7 on the game so far.
Turnover by Goose Creek.
Jaquel Brown just saying to Dre Hoist, calm down, calm down. I mean, they understand the magnitude of the game. They know it's on TV.
Nice job by Lilly. Going to give it out of bounds. I'll tell you what, start to go back to that technical, the end of the second quarter. A minute ago, you saw Brown chirp a little bit, and then you just saw somebody from Goose Creek chirping as well.
It's one of those things where, I mean, I know it's the standard now, but it's just so unnecessary in a game that you know is going to be close down the stretch. The last thing you want to do is lose on 2 technical free throws.
You want to play with emotion, but not be emotional. Drive inside, kick back out. Hoist looks inside of the line, doesn't get it. Lilly with the rebound. He's going to kick it. Steal inside. Nice block for the back.
Amari Merrill has made some really good heady plays.
Alley-oop. 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 McKinley finishing it off.
He's got to watch himself on a technical. You can't chirp after something like that. The refs are in tune with it this year.
All that created by a turnover. Another turnover. That's 5 so far. There's McKinley again inside. Tough to handle. Bounces around. Great effort by Merrill. It's going to go back to Goose Creek.
There's the dunk. Let's see. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that alley-oop.
Nice job by Sanders.
That's a perfect alley-oop. I was talking yesterday to another coach in the district, Garrett Campbell, and he said he has a player who loves to let everyone know that he made a 3 after he makes a 3. But the refs were specifically told this year by the high school league they've got to crack down on it. We know you made the 3 because you made the 3. You don't need to chirp about it, is kind of what he said. But it's going to come back to bite somebody, and then they're going to learn a hard lesson.
Brown stop, pulls up, in and out, doesn't go. Rebound by McKinley. Keeps the guys off of him. Kicks it back out to Davis. Go back to McKinley from the backside. Chipped away by Roper.
He's going to stay here with Kane Bay. I'll tell you what, Roper is a really good pickup for the Gators this year. I say pickup. He transferred obviously from one school to the other here. But Roper's he's always behind the play on defense if he's going to chip it away, or he's going to try to get a steal, or he's going to try to get a block from behind. You can't keep your eyes off of him. A lot of jump to his game.
Bay. McKinley off of the 3. Rebounded by Goose Creek. McKinley really looking to find that stroke from the outside. Obviously, he's got the inside game. Lilly, nice defense. Doesn't bite on the fake. D's with the ball. Brown. Johnson, 13 on the inside. Kicks it back out. That's Dozier for 3. Dozier's good. And that was a much-needed 3. Cut that 7-point lead to 4. 29-25.
Big shot there by Dozier.
Kane Bay wants a timeout. We talked 3:42 left, under 4-minute timeout. We'll take it right here as we look at the 3. A 4-point game as these teams heading down the stretch.
I got into sports because my family watched the local news every night at dinner, and I kind of wanted to be the sports guy.
Clemson sticks to the plan. It's kind of their MO.
I lived in Charleston in the summers during college, fell in love with it, and it's been a 2-decade love affair with the Holy City. Sports are really just the vehicle for me to tell you amazing stories about people and neighbors and friends living right here in the Low Country.
Scott Iceberg and the News 4 team working for you. Weeknights on News 4.
Injury lawyers are everywhere, and it's hard to know who to trust. Trust us. We're local to South Carolina. The insurance company knows the thumbs up guys. They know our track record, and they know we fight to win. Call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
Honey, we have a problem. Call Plum Pro Plus.
Plumbing issue? Got a new toilet? No need. Already fixed it.
Plum Pro Plus is Charleston's #1 plumbing, heating, and air company for a reason. Call the pros today and get $85 off any plumbing repair. Don't settle. Call the pros to get your free second opinion today. Call the pros you can trust. Call Plum Pro Plus today.
At Preferred Appliance, every service tech is factory certified on all major brands, so you're never taking chances with your repairs. Trust the experts who were trained by the factory itself. Preferred Appliance, certified, reliable, preferred.
Our thumbs up guy replay.
Watch the officer.
Is it good?
Oh,
yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. Picks up Berkeley County Sheriff's deputy. 29-25 the stats. I've been keeping to this one. We talked about 10 points by Roper. The turnover battle, 5 turnovers so far by Goose Creek in this quarter, just 3 by Cane Bay.
As far as scoring goes, 6 for Jaquel Brown. Reggie Dozier with 10 right now for Goose Creek. He is their leader. Jackson Lilly, 7 points leading the Cane Bay Cobras right now. So nobody really dominating in the score sheet, but that's what the rest of the game is for.
Hagler in right now for Cane Bay, along with Davis on the inside, Lillian. I think McKinley gets his first break of this night. For Goose Creek, it's Dees and Brown, Roper, who's going to take the 3 ball off the back rim. Nice job by Dozier on the backside to put a hand on it, tipped out of bounds, I believe, by Lilly.
Yeah, it was a Lilly.
Goose Creek will retain possession under their own basket. Johnson on the backside, kicking it to him. He wants a 3 over Lilly. Back iron doesn't go. Long rebound to Sanders. Brown on him. But a pretty clean quarter, foul-wise. Just 2. Nice job inside by Johnson. Playing that weak side, picking off the bounce pass. 3rd turnover of the quarter. Layup won't go. Lilly does a nice job to control. Kick it back to Tristan Ford. He goes cross court. Little Euro step, left hand, in and out, won't go.
Lilly was coming around from the backside. He wanted the alley-oop to be thrown up to him.
I think we got Lilly took a elbow to the mouth, maybe.
But Lilly not happy. I think they called something on Lilly. Here's the play again.
Reaches there, reaches there. Yeah, a lot of reaching going on. Does take that left elbow. Thumbs up, guys, replay. Thumbs up, guys, your personal injury law firm, winning cases and winning your trust. That score brought to you by Plum Pro Plus, serving low country HVAC and plumbing needs for 20 plus years. Goose Creek stacks in the lane. They split it up. Brown sets a pick, looks to come back out. Fake. Loses control. It's going to be a double dribble. I'll tell you what, one of the toughest parts of this job is getting these reads in for all the sponsors that allow this to happen tonight. The toughest one is the fast break sponsor.
Yeah.
The Carolina Tires and Brake Company. We bring the shop to you. We probably missed that call about 28 times tonight.
Yeah.
But we do thank Carolina Tires and Brake Company for being part of the show.
We finally have a break right now with some sweat on the ground to get every read you can in a row. Just
what about
just
that?
Knock them all out. Every sponsor, knock them all out.
I don't know if I've ever seen a ref use the mop before, but nice job.
Well, I know a guy who does the mop very, very well downtown, and he has moved his way up to now cutting video during the game.
Jalen Sanders brings it up, going to take it inside, loses it. That was Andre Hagler, 2-on-1. Brown's going to take him himself, lay it in, cuts the lead to 29-27. So a little 5-0 run now by Goose Creek.
Love the way that Jaquel Brown just kind of glides through the air.
He does.
Really has just a way about him that is just really smooth. Gotta watch the foul there.
It's a turnover, and a foul called. Goose Creek with the ball.
Even though Cane Bay still has a 2-point lead, you feel like Goose Creek really has some momentum right now. There's Jaquel Brown.
Yeah, don't need to use the left when you can twist your body and use the right. Drop ball inside. Nice job by Hoist. Makes it 29-29. 7-0 run now by Goose Creek. 1:30 left here. They break the press. Cane Bay does. Garrick hit it hard in the hole, and a turnover inside. And an opportunity for Goose Creek to take the lead.
That was just a bad pass. He threw it into traffic.
Brown from the outside, front rim, no good. Hustle, all Goose Creek. Win the extra ball, win the loose ball. And that's going to be a jump ball. Tie goes to Cane Bay. And they go back and they look at that, Scotty. That's a stat we don't see. Those 50-50 balls, who wins them?
Coaches are always talking about it. Every ball that's a loose ball on the floor, you want a 50-50 ball. You got to fight for that 50-50 ball. You got to be on the ground. They love players who get those 50-50 balls to go their way. No question about it. And I don't think that's an issue with either one of these coaches because both of these teams play extremely hard.
Foul called underneath. It's on Dozier. Sanders taking it to the rack.
It's just the way that the ball bounces that, some nights are good, some nights aren't as good.
Well, I can tell you that standing around is not accepted by either of these benches. Landon Thompson in, I believe, his first run of the night for Cane Bay. Merrill throwing it in. He wants the 3 ball. Maybe that's why he was put in the game. Landon a big 3. Thompson comes to the backside with the pressure. Goose Creek moving it. They've got a shot at the 3 ball, and it's stuck.
It's going to stay their way.
Like, didn't stick the landing, stuck?
Yeah.
Stuck between a rim and a hard place.
That's Sean McKean knowing his team, knowing you need a little bit of a spark there with a big shot. Got Landon Thompson in right away, got the shot up. And then Thompson dropped back on defense, made a nice, good hustle play on defense right there. That's making the most of your minutes when you get in there and can do it.
You stand there and you celebrate that 3. The offense is going to go right by him. He did a nice job. Sanders, ball on the ground. So is Brown. Oh my goodness. The hustle, the play. This is the fast break. Will it lead to a 3? Ball up, ball good. Carolina Tires and Brake Company. Game tied at 32, 22 left.
Thought they could have gotten Jaquel Brown for a travel on
inside, big dunk. Second one by McKinley. 34-32. Clock ticking. Goose Creek's got to move it. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. 5 on the clock. I don't know if he knows how much his time is left. 3 seconds. He's got to pull it now. Throws it.
Blake Hall says to him right there, what are you doing? What do you do? You've got to have your eye on the clock there, knowing he had the assistant coach yelling at him, and he just kind of ignored it.
Well, you've got a pretty noisy gym. There's Landon Thompson, landing the 3. 34-32, Cane Bay, final 8 minutes. This is awesome.
Hi, Mom.
I've got an invisible junk pile.
How do you know?
When my friends saw it, I could see it.
Other people can always see them.
Can you make it disappear?
All you have to do is point, Mom.
It's gone.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
I'm Matt from Call Dad. Wonder what it would sound like if our heating and cooling services were sung in a jingle.
When air inside your home is iffy, Dad will be there in a jiffy. Dad will leave you feeling spiffy. Call Dad. All you gotta do is call Dad.com.
I like that.
All you gotta do is call Dad.com.
Need complete auto care you can count on? At Carolina Tires and Brakes, we've got you covered. From tires and brakes to alignments and oil changes. We're open 7 days a week with same-day service while you wait. No appointment needed. Choose from our full on-site tire inventory or our mobile tire service and we'll come to you. And when it comes to payment, ask about our 90 days same as cash payment program. Conveniently located on Highway 17 next to Bojangles in Mount Pleasant. For tires, brakes, oil changes, and more, visit Carolina Tires and Brakes today.
Hi, Mom.
I've got an invisible junk pile.
How do you know?
When my friends saw it, I could see it.
Other people can always see them.
Can you make it disappear?
All you have to do is point, Mom.
It's gone.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Hey, can we get a shot?
Welcome back, everybody. Coming up on Plum Pro Plus High School Hoop, our upcoming game next Friday, Summerville at Ashley Ridge. Will that be any good?
I think it will be very good. Summerville has had tough losses this year. Ashley Ridge has been absolutely phenomenal under Brad Dobbles. Leighton Everett averaging 21 points a game for the Swamp Foxes.
You know, this season, Ashley Ridge played this Cane Bay team. Cane Bay came in 8th in the state. Ashley Ridge 9th. Cane Bay beat them by 24. Man, this has been fun.
It has. You talk about bringing out all the stars tonight. Just saw him walk out of the gym, but
I know.
NFLer Bruce Ellington in the house. Gamecock's great NFL wide receiver. Bruce Ellington didn't go to either of these schools. He
appreciates good basketball.
Good Berkeley County basketball. We'll see if he comes back in. He's wearing a jean jacket and jeans. Canadian tuxedo.
Tough bounce pass knocked out of bounds by Hoist. Thompson stays in the game. McKinley underneath with Davis. Thompson, look, this guy can obviously shoot from all over the court. Nice left-handed, won't go. There he is with the hustle. Gets the rebound, throws it off the leg of Dre Hoist. We keep it 34-32 Cane Bay. Well, you got tough to even get a throw-in to be clean in this game. Nice job inside, spin move, left hand off the glass. Beautiful move by Jalil Sanders. Make it a 4-point game, 36-32. Pressure the ball as it's been all night. 3-ball, Brown in and out. Doesn't go, rebound inside by Cane Bay, Christian Davis. Thompson's got it, he's gonna take it across. Got to give it up to McKinley. McKinley comes out of his hand strangely. Nice job by Sanders to keep it. Bounce pass inside. Thompson with a 2-ball inside. Nice touch. 5 on the night.
Making the most of your minutes, coming in cold, hitting a three-pointer right out of the rip, playing good defense, 2 good defensive plays, another bucket right there. I mean, that's how you earn playing time for sure in a spotlight matchup like this one.
Double down. Foul called on the reach inside.
You know, we haven't had very many big leads tonight, but these little runs. And this is when you want to have the little run. You need it now in the late 4th quarter.
7 points, biggest lead of the game, 29-22 by Cane Bay. And then a quick 7-0 run by Goose Creek. Now we got people talking. Coach comes off the bench. Players stay on the bench. A fan comes off of the bench onto the court. And now they're going to push both sides over to the benches. And this is the last thing you want to see in a game like this. You got two assistant coaches, Goose Creek and Cane Bay, talking to each other, and I don't think it's a friendly conversation.
No, I think it is a friendly conversation. I think cooler heads were prevailing there, and it was a friendly conversation. The two coaches agreed.
All right, looking down to the right side, you got McKinley bumping Brown. McKinley pushes him off, and then Sanders steps inside. And I
think it might be Brown's mom that came in there.
Well, if it was a fan, I don't think she's here anymore. So the referees are having a conversation. I think we got a little Michael Irvin going on over there. BTA, I don't even know what that means. Kids say it all the time. We'll see what the refs say. And we've got two kids coming over, BTA the floor. That's the Goose Creek side. And I
think the refs are going to come over here and let us know what's going on.
All right, hold on 1 second.
All right, so we have a double technical right now. That is going to be on Jamel McKinley, and that is also going to be on Jaquel Brown. It's going to be Goose Creek ball on the end line right now. Oh, 10 left. He said 10 left. It's Dre Hoist, which is, I wonder if he meant 10 or 11 because it was Jaquel Brown that was involved in the little dust-up, unless Dre Hoist.
I think Hoist stepped in.
Hoist stepped in. Okay, so it's going to be McKinley and Hoist on the technical fouls, double technical, Goose Creek inbounding it on the end line.
6:26. And we got a physical game inside, ball thrown away, and a nice job by Thompson to throw the ball off of the leg of Dre Hoist.
Man, he has just really been impressive. We've said his name more times than the amount of playing time that he's had.
Yeah, real heads-up play. McKinley takes the inbound. Almost an over back. Merrill kicks it out. Big play here by Goose Creek's defense. He's got nowhere to go with it. Tapped out of bounds by Johnson. But Thompson got himself in a pickle there. Nobody came out to get him out of the jar. Again, I think there's a big defensive stand here by Goose Creek.
Sure, 6-point game, only 6 minutes to play. Every possession is super important in a game like this.
Sanders takes it. He's got Dozier on him. Dozier does a nice job. Kicks it inside. That ball lost underneath by Cane Bay. Their 6th turnover.
We really have seen almost no free throws shot tonight. Game that could end up coming down to free throws at the end.
Brown gets it across half court. Inside, kicks it back out. The 3 ball. Good ball. Important ball. 38-35 on the 3 by Johnson.
That's 2 threes for Johnson tonight. Pretty good for the one big man that they have, quote unquote.
Merrill from the outside, from deep, back rim. Who's there? Thompson creating problems, but Brown on the ground again, gives it up. Here comes Goose Creek on the fast break. They'll slow it down, go back inside.
Roper.
That ball's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to be Goose Creek possession. So Roper went up with it. He was blocked, and that is Goose Creek's possession. 5:17 left, 38-35. It's been a great matchup all night, Brown and Sanders. Brown takes him left. He's going to go inside. Tries to reverse it. And you talked earlier about how he just glides.
Yeah.
The other word is he's got a great hang, right? Once he goes up, he stays up.
Well, I think we saw it on that missed dunk, which would have been our play of the night without question. But, yeah, he's got plenty of hang time up there.
And you talked about not many free throws. We got it right now.
Yep.
And chance to cut it to within one. But you go back, Scotty, at the technical at the end of the half.
Yeah.
When Brown missed 2.
Yep. And, you know, when you look at the way both of these teams play, I mean, Jackson Lilly coming back in the game for Cane Bay right now. I think they have found that going down, you know, they had that nice run when they went down to him, scored 7 points there in the third quarter. Lilly was the kind of guy that can make that difference down low.
Yeah, but here's the thing, kid. Oh, I thought he was coming in for Landon Thompson. He won't.
No, he's...
Christian Davis steps out.
Yep.
And I will say, you go back to those 2 missed free throws. He did it with nobody on the line, and I think that's tough.
He just missed another. That's
38-36, 2-point game, 5:08.
I can tell you, though, if this game comes down to free throws, he is not the guy that Sean McKean wants to be putting on the line for the Goose Creek Gators. I don't think that is a guy that, in a pressure situation, is going to collapse.
They'll pressure the ball. That's Sanders to kick it inside. The steal by 5.
Roper.
Here we go. There we go. Roper ties it with a jam. Coming back against his old team. Thompson pushes it. Sanders steps out of bounds. Tough throw by Landon Thompson that led Sanders to step on the out-of-bounds line.
That was pretty good elevation there from Roper. And look at the student section going nuts. We'll take another look at it right now. Roper elevating, detonating, throwing that one down, and you can tell that student section, they are pumped, and they're getting quite a few boos from this student section who were his fellow students last year.
Tie game, 38 after the dunk. Back cut, going to be tripped. And they're going to say that was a turnover. I think
it was a nice look.
I think Dozier he just caught Sanders' leg.
It was a nice look from Jabari Dees. He saw the guy cutting. Obviously, whatever happened there.
Okay, I don't want to interrupt you, but Blake Hall now going to take the mop to the floor. MTF, mop to floor.
Guys who dress like that shouldn't be mopping.
I'm telling you right now.
Best dressed coach. He's got the Chris Singleton T-shirt on under the jacket.
He's worn that since day one.
Yep, and there's Randall Tucker, the athletics director for Cane Bay.
He's laughing with Blake. He's like, I got it.
Yeah.
And I think Randall's like, hey, I got some things around the house tomorrow. You want to come by?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Blake Hall's got kids, man. He's got a playroom, a toy room. You got to keep that spick and span. Like I was saying about Dees before, good basketball IQ on Dees. His dad is the Goose Creek head women's coach. They just won a game by 53 points just before this.
Dozier on Sanders, pressuring the ball, 4:24 tie game. Gonna take it, left hand, nothing but net. 40-38 lead back to the home team, the Cobras.
Sean McKean said it right in the press release, or not in the press release, I should say, but the game notes saying he can take it to the hoop. Watch out for Sanders because he really does drive well.
We're going to get a timeout. We're going to stay here. Going to be a 30-second timeout.
The fans are calling. They want to tech on Jaleel Brown for trying to throw down a dunk after the play. They're not going to get it.
Not in a game like this. Nice job by Dozier, the left hand. That was your Plum Pro Plus highlight of the night. Serving the Low Country's HVAC and plumbing needs for 20-plus years. You know, it'll be, I mean, this game deserves an overtime period. Your dad here taking all the stats for us.
Yeah.
Now, between your dad and I, we got about 139 years of experience bookending you. It's getting past our bedtime. Check with Stewie and see if he wants to stay late. I make smart decisions. Cutting up a good T-shirt is not a smart decision, young man.
Yeah, but showing off those cannons is a good decision.
Yeah.
One way or the other. There are a lot of high school girls who watch our program, so
what are you saying?
Just got to show off the cannons.
All right, we'll set it 40-38. Cane Bay with the lead. Goose Creek with the ball under their own basket. Quick throw in. They're going to set it up top with Dees to Brown. Brown and Sanders been going at it all night. Nice pick on the outside. Johnson, 3-ball. Made his last one. Doesn't get it. Offensive rebound by Dozier. Dozier back inside to Brown. Kicks it. Going to be back-to-back buckets. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Jarvis Roper shoots a dead ball on the back of the rim, and it's got no other option but to fall forward.
He shot on them before.
41-40.
Roper has had some really electric plays. That one was not electric. That one was luck.
So watch how it just dies on the back of the rim.
Dies in there and falls exactly where he wanted it to.
So Roper with the last 5.
And I think Sean McKean is calling a timeout right now.
3:33 left of this game. Triple threes. 41-40. Goose Creek with the lead. We're back with the Plum Pro Plus. Great game.
I became a journalist because I just want to help people. This morning, fires continue to engulf the Palmetto State. I love Charleston's charm, the history, and the beauty of the Lowcountry. Working for you means sharing your story, finding you answers, and changing your life. We have team coverage this morning, snow in the Lowcountry. Start your day with us on Good Morning Charleston, only on News 4.
Mel Orleans and the GMC team working for you weekday mornings on News 4.
Big Insurance knows the thumbs up guys. They know when we take your case, we fight to win. Big. You need to hire the law firm insurance companies hate. Call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
There's no hot water. Call Plum Pro Plus. Your wife just called. You have a leak under your sink.
Hot water coming now.
Plum Pro Plus is Charleston's #1 plumbing, heating, and air company for a reason. Have you ever wanted endless hot water? Call Plum Pro Plus today to save $250 on our tankless water heaters. Call the pros you can trust. Call Plum Pro Plus today.
At Preferred Appliance, every service tech is factory certified on all major brands, so you're never taking chances with your repairs. Trust the experts who were trained by the factory itself. Preferred Appliance, certified, reliable, preferred.
There are the Goose Creek. Let's talk a little stats right now. Nobody really filling up the stat sheet. Pretty evenly distributed scoring. But Terrell Johnson right now has 8. Jaquel Brown with 9. Reggie Dozier with 10. But the leading scorer in the fourth quarter is Jarvis Roper, who has 5 points in this fourth quarter. Jarvis Roper has had 5 really interesting points as well. He had the beautiful dunk, and then he had the ugly 3. But there is no 3 that's ugly if it goes in. But like you said, that one just sat on the back of the rim and fell right in. There's Blake Hall, and he's a guy in a pressure coaching situation. There's not many other guys you want to turn to than Blake Hall leading his team. He's coached in so many of them. Really, really well respected. Like we said, 14 years at Goose Creek.
Quarterly stats brought to you by Real Deal Countertops. We are the real deal, and this is the real deal final 3:30. Both teams back to their starting 5. Ball knocked out of the hands and then in and out of the hands of Jaden Waring, and that ball is going to go to Goose Creek with an opportunity to go up by 3 or 4.
That's Jarvis Roper again, just showing the intensity. He's always where the ball is. He's just a lot of energy. Sometimes you have to hone in that energy a little bit. You got to put the reins on it because you don't want to get a technical, but that kind of energy is...
Back cut, Brown inside. Goes for the dunk, doesn't get it, fouled. But a beautiful back cut, great dish. Just not able to finish it.
And again, you see him holding up in the air. How long he holds up there in the air. Puts the ball up, gets on the line. You got to hit your free throws. There's just no excuse for missing free throws now. You're up 1 in their place.
And that's a 4th foul on Waring.
That is 4 fouls.
So Waring sat with 3 fouls, picks one up quickly. Brown.
And Goose Creek certainly doesn't go as deep on the bench as Cane Bay does.
Right
Cane
now,
Bay
you
can
don't have
spell
to.
Waring. No, you don't have to, but you have plenty of guys who could spell Waring even if he did foul out.
Brown's second shot up and good. Make it 43-40. Goose Creek now with the lead. Up by 3. McKinley brings it down. You got to look to go to the big guy in the middle.
Sean McKean wasn't happy with that pass right there. Kind of an ill-advised pass.
These passes got to be crisp. They got to be clean. They got to be intentional. McKinley go out and get the ball. He looks to throw it, throws it away. I think the big sophomore's got to put the ball on the ground, take this game over on the offensive end. He's got the ability to do it. And the time to do it's now.
And McKean had to have that talk with Terry Truesdale, who's coming in to spell Jaden Waring with Waring's 4 fouls. Truesdale, we really haven't seen much at all tonight.
Brown kicks it back, taps it out. Ball back inside. Ball rifled through. Another tough turnover, this time by Merrill.
If you throw a crisp pass, the other guy's got to be waiting for it and ready.
This game was 40-38. 5-0 run by Goose Creek. Roper has got another 3-ball in him. In and out, doesn't go. Gets the offensive rebound, back up. McKinley with the block. Cane Bay retains. Ball thrown down in the corner. Nice job. Ball doesn't go. Tip back in by Truesdale. Make it 42-43.
The big thing for Truesdale there is he had to get around his own man. Jackson Lilly went up for the rebound as well. It's almost like he had to contort himself to get around Lilly and put that in. Really nice play for Truesdale.
Hands
into the game.
By Sanders. Sanders with a steal. Behind the back, going to go inside. Kick it to the outside. 3-ball for the lead. In and out, doesn't go. Goose Creek with a rebound.
McKinley didn't
kick it to Brown. 1:57 left. 1-point game. McKinley with the foul on Brown. Brown's going to talk to him, doesn't need to. Basketball play. McKinley's being encouraged to step away, as is Sanders. I'm going to tell you, and I can't tell you when it happened, but earlier in this game, Brown hit a shot on McKinley and talked to him a bit. McKinley never responded until now.
Yeah. The number that's important, though, is that's 4 fouls on McKinley now.
Take a look at it again. I think it was a basketball play going for the ball.
Yeah, I
Nothing
think Brown
intentional
sold
there.
that. The extra little fall into the monitor there. I think Brown was trying to sell it. McKinley, I mean, yeah, it's a foul, but it's nothing more than that. There was certainly no...
Goose Creek wants an intentional. I don't think it was intentional at all.
There was nothing intentional about it.
I think if anything that's in question that shouldn't be is McKinley's left arm is raised, almost like he tried to push him out. But I think it was a basketball play all the way. Let's play ball. 1:55 left, 1-point game by the guests. And now Cane Bay's fans chirping at Goose Creek fans that they can't hear them.
Right
we're gonna
now,
have
he doesn't have McKinley in the game.
We're going to have a 30-second timeout by Goose Creek. We'll keep it right here with less than 2 minutes to go. Coming up, though, now I will tell you, basketball-wise, not a smart basketball play. Half court, you got 3 fouls. But coming up, tonight's trophy and the Scholar Athlete plaques at the end of the season provided by All-American Awards, helping Charleston recognize excellence since 1993. We'll also take a look at the Plum Pro Plus Player of the Game, serving the Low Country's HVAC and plumbing needs for 20-plus years. I mean, I think the player of the game to this point has been Jarvis Roper.
He's done it when it mattered most. He's got some huge plays here in the fourth quarter. You can't deny that.
But
I think they hang on to win. He's your, your player of the game.
Your last 2 minutes is going to determine this. Tristan Forden on the ball. Pressuring left side, right side. Yeah, he turned that ball. I thought they were going to call for a carry, but they're going to give a foul on Ford, and that'll send Dre Hoist to the line. Hoyce has had a very quiet but effective game tonight. Hoy's first shot up, no good.
Also, one little thing, it's not a big thing, but something just small to take note of is now Goose Creek shooting free throws that way towards the scoreboard behind the basket. It's kind of a different look because you see the scoreboard is changing as he's shooting the free throw. The actual image is changing, so it's a bit of a different look than going the other way.
You want to have words with the scoreboard operator, Scott?
I'm just saying, it's a different look.
All right, 42-44. I'm going to put that in my notes section for our post-mortem on the game.
I mean, I look at that and I go, I want to eat Chick-fil-A.
Merrill bringing the ball up. Usually Sanders going to kick it out to Ford. Tough foul by Brown. 134. And I go back to the same thing I said about why are we fouling at the half-course mark? Why is Brown fouling from 40 feet away from the basket?
Yeah, that was an ill-advised foul.
So 4 fouls by Goose Creek right now. Merrill on the outside picks up his dribble. Ball inside, thrown away by Ford, and another turnover. Block inside by Goose Creek. They're going to call a foul inside.
I think they got Terrell Johnson on that one.
Man, it is action-packed. Let's take a look. Everything inside. Good idea. Johnson gets it. He tried to throw it back. And there's 25 on the inside, Truesdale.
And now he's going to bring Jamel McKinley back in.
Free throw off the back rim.
Your best player, and you got to have McKinley on the floor in the final minute of the game.
Truesdale's second free throw here. The lefty shot up and good. Make it 44-43. Full court press. They're going to double down. They're going to kick it out to the left side. Just to Roper in the corner. Got to kick it back out, and they do. That's Hoyce running the show now with Truesdale on him.
And remember,
bodying him.
No
bodying
shot clock.
him. No shot clock. Brown's got the ball in his hand now. 1 minute left. Pick up your dribble against this team. You better be ready. Brown for 3. Got it? Good. Ice in his vein. A young man hits the 3. Talking at half court. Feeling it. 4-point lead by his Gators.
He struggled with the outside shot tonight, but you go back to it when you're the guy. You go back to that shot. You don't have to be gun shy in that final minute of the game. Huge shot right there for Jaquel Brown.
Once he got the ball in his hand, no question.
That's now 14 points for Jaquel Brown on the night. Student section loving it. Gate play call just looking up at that scoreboard saying this thing is far from over. 4-point game, 54 seconds remain.
I just got a call from the engraver. He wanted to know how to spell Jaquel for the Player of the Game trophy.
Do we switch off from Jarvis Roper to Jaquel Brown?
I think with the switch has happened. The transition has happened.
Big time players.
But again, somebody comes up for Cane Bay that hits a 3 and a bucket to win it at the end.
Yeah,
it's a scratch off.
You know, both of these teams like to run up and down. They don't love to set things up and settle it down. You're Goose Creek right now, though. You don't want to be running it up and down. You got a 4-point lead. Milk the clock how you can.
Christian Davis going to be out of the game. He's on his back on the sidelines getting his hamstring stretched out. So it'll be Truesdale and Ford, McKinley, Merrill, and Sanders. So a couple of starters not here on the court with less than a minute to go, down 4. They're going to go back, and they're going to go quick to the hole. Brown bodies him up, picks the ball up. Truesdale, left hand, goes inside, off the glass, doesn't go.
Give Truesdale credit, man. Reserve coming off the bench, not scared to take it. Gets fouled, put on the line. That's all you could ask for a guy like him.
That is a thick young man, and he used that upper body just to get into the chest of the Gator, put himself on the line. 1 of 2 the last time he was there. That one nothing but net. 47-44.
And you can tell Christian Davis on the bench is visibly in pain. They're trying to just rub that leg a little bit, but he is visibly struggling there.
3-point game, make it a 2-point game. 45-47. Truesdale. And we've got Cane Bay. I'm not sure. They took that free throw off the scoreboard, said somebody had a lane violation. So instead of 47-45, it's 47-44. I know the coaches are talking to Truesdale. I didn't get a chance to see it. Maybe our Plum Pro Plus replay guys are still, oh yeah. Let's see. No, I didn't think it. No, it's not Goose Creek. This was against Cane Bay. Let it go, let it go, let it go. I think it's because Truesdale came off the line before the ball got into the rim. Right? So he's got to stay behind the line until the ball reaches the rim.
Yep, he's in the lane before it hits the rim.
You know where I learned that, Scotty? 15 years old at John Wooden basketball camp in Thousand Oaks, California, at Cal Lutheran College. Coach Wooden said, boys.
Said, Dean, where's the check from your parents? Where's the check? That's all. I'm here just to pick up the money.
The parents appreciated that fee was paid by Dean. 47-44, 43 left. Going to be a full court press. Ball goes to Brown. Sanders, Brown.
Going to trap him.
They look for the trap. They don't get it. They kick it forward. It was Hoist to Dozier. Push going to be called on Cane Bay. Looks like that's going to be on Merrill. Coach Hall's got his 4 huddled up together. First shot off the back rim, no good. I think the message for both coaches right now is composure.
You gotta
composure.
Gotta stay composed. You can't do anything that's going to cost your team, but you also don't want to play afraid.
Dozier on the line, 1 of 2, making a 4-point game. Huge bucket. See if Cane Bay takes it hard to the hole as they did the last time. McKinley.
Turnover.
I don't know if I thought McKinley was going to take that ball. So did Truesdale. He fired a hot shot at him.
Yeah, you can see the reaction they're going to show you right here. Brown is pumped about that.
I think D's got a hand on it, which tipped it off of Truesdale possibly. Goose Creek inbounds it, doubles here. Don't reach, but they do. That was Tristan Ford reaching in. But they had the double team secured. 48-44, 22 to go. I don't know when this game goes to Goose Creek, but I'm going to look it up when I get home.
Ray Hoist has had plenty of big free throws. Nice and smooth, and he just said money, money to the student section.
5-point lead. His Hoist, smooth, operator.
Still a 2-possession game. People are going towards the exits. Traffic's not that bad out here.
Misses the second one. 5-point game, 20 seconds left. Cane Bay's got to take it to the hole quickly. Another turnover by Truesdale, trying to throw it in.
Now you got to foul quick. Although they got the steal.
They got the ball back. Ford's got to throw it up. He does. Ball in and out. Doesn't go. Brown picks it up. McKinley inside. Goose Creek's going to come into the pit and walk away with a victory. 49-44. They go to the line.
some costly turnovers for Cane Bay late in this one, as now the crowd starts to pour out. It actually kind of worked against them there that they didn't foul and they went for the steal. They got the steal, but they killed 10 seconds off the clock. They would have been just better off fouling and trying to play it out that way.
Brown's first free throw up and good. Brown with 15 on the night, and he is our Pro Plus player of the game. Serving the Low Country's HVAC and plumbing needs for 20 plus years. This team celebrating 51-44.
Now they just have to inbound
And they
the ball.
are, Blake, Coach Hall pulling a couple of those players off the floor. And now we just hope for a nice, quiet, respectful shake of the hands. Jaquel Brown finishes with 15 as the two teams shake hands mid-court. Two teams that we will hear from for a while as the fans walk in front of our position. Both of these teams ranked in the state. Cane Bay 5th in 5A Division I. Goose Creek 6th. But I think the biggest part of this game, Scotty, was the sloppy play.
Yeah.
21 turnovers between both teams in the first half. And then late turnovers by Goose Creek or by Cane Bay really hurt the Cobras.
Yeah, a couple of bad turnovers there in the final 2 minutes for Cane Bay certainly hurt the Cobras in this one. Goose Creek was able to take care of those things in the past week and a half after that last game that they needed to take care of. And the Goose Creek Gators come into a hostile confine and come out with a really big win. Jarvis Roper is kind of giving the business to his old fellow students at Cane Bay. They're going to try to separate everybody, which is the smart thing to do. Celebrate with your team. You don't need to rub it into the other school by any
I thought
stretch.
they were coming over to talk to you.
Oh, they're going to talk to me.
We're going to go to break. 51-44. When we come back, we will hear from Coach Blake Hall and maybe Jaquel Brown.
I'm Matt from Call Dad. Wonder what it would sound like if our heating and cooling services were sung in a jingle.
When air inside your home is iffy, Dad will be there in a jiffy. Dad will leave you feeling spiffy. Call Dad. All you gotta do is call Dad.com.
I like that.
All you gotta do is call Dad.com.
Some surfaces are silent. Yours will speak. From the first sip of morning coffee to the last bite of a family dinner, your countertop becomes the stage for everyday living. At Real Deal Countertops, we fuse premium materials with true craftsmanship to create surfaces that elevate your home and the moments inside it. After transforming over 30,000 Charleston homes, we've learned this: beautiful countertops don't just complete a room, they reshape the way you feel in it. Real Deal Countertops. We're the real deal.
When you come home, do you love what you see? You will when you choose Hardy Siding from Contract Exteriors. Only Hardy products are engineered for climate. They're specifically designed to stand up to the heat, humidity, and hurricanes of South Carolina, helping ensure your home stays looking beautiful for years to come. Discover your perfect homecoming by visiting contractexteriors.com. When it's time to re-side, come home to something better.
Mom's turn to take the lead. Come on, Lucky 7. All right. Says it looks like somebody needs to keep their eye on the ball.
Mom! When game day gets a little too real, Charleston ENT and Allergy is here to help you get back on track. Call us today, see us today.
Thanks so much. Joined now by the winners of our first high school hoops of the season, and boy, was it a good one. The Goose Creek Gators. You come into hostile territory. When we spoke about the game, Blake, it was a week and a half ago. You were not happy after that Malvern Prep game. Well, I'd say you got things ironed out in the past week and a half. How proud are you of this team right now?
Very, very proud. You know, I mean, we've been talking in practice about not having an attitude of apathy. You know, great things can happen when you have enthusiasm about it, and now practices have started to increase and pick up a little bit, and that translates directly to contests.
You know, it wasn't the prettiest game, but it was certainly one of the more hard-played games that you'll find. What does it say just about basketball in Berkeley County and how good it is right now?
Yes, the game's improved dramatically over the last 10 or 15 years. Got quality coaches, quality talent. And this is a great environment. Great first test for us in region play. We're going to enjoy it about midnight, and then we're going to move on.
Jaquel had a great night tonight. Wasn't the smoothest all night. Had a couple of missed shots, but down the stretch, 15 points. Did what he needed to do to help you guys win.
Yeah, I mean, it's a total team effort, but Jaquel's played in a lot of big games over 4 years for us, so we trust him in those moments, and very proud of him as I'm proud of all these guys.
Blake Hall and the Goose Creek Gators, they are your winners, and there is their trophy.
All right, Scotty, thanks so much. Great job by Blake Hall. Trophy given over to the Goose Creek Gators. As Scotty said, our Plum Pro Plus player of the game, Jaquel Brown, serving the Low Country's HVAC and plumbing needs for 20-plus years. Also, our thanks to All-American Awards, tonight's trophy, and Scholar Athlete plaques provided by All-American Awards, helping Charleston recognize excellence since 1993. Coming up next week, man, we got another doozy, right? Summerville, Ashley Ridge. What do we got, a Dancing Dean? Yeah, put a big old sign over that face. 8:30, then we go Wando and Beckham on a Tuesday night, followed up by Battery Creek at Oceanside at 8 o'clock. Can all be seen on My TV Charleston, also ABC News 4 YouTube and Facebook page. Battery Creek walks into the pit, 51-44. Our thanks to all of our collaborators, our partners, making this real tonight. For Scott Eisberg, for Stu Eisberg, the statistician, I'm Dean Stevens. We'll see you next week.